Hey guys, this is a general reading for the collective of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Welcome cross watchers, and if you're brand new to the channel, happy to have you join us. I'm pulling from Rose Oracle. Let's get you a message to activate the reading. The reunion, soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, and friendship. Oh, I know these are hard to see in the light, but what we have here is a reunion of friends, it looks like. So also collaboration, soul recognition often feels very much like past life soulmates, twin flame energies. Yeah, could be some of you have energies of reunion coming through. So let's see what we get in the spread for you today. We still have all planets direct until May 4th. Just wrapped up the new moon in Taurus. And let's see what we have here. Ace of Pentacles, nice. Maybe an offer, new beginning. What's the challenge? Oh, or what's crossing you here? Are you open to it? Are you open to receiving it? And the root of the problem? Well, you may be in some form of a phase of just sort of getting your own bearings, grounding yourself, taking care of yourself, putting yourself first, even for some of you. Queen of Pentacles. So not really the root of the problem for you then, but kind of what's in the below, what's maybe going to be part of an issue here. So in the past, we have the Page of Pentacles. Look at all the earth energy here. It's all earth so far. Page of Pentacles. I'm going to wait on that till I kind of get into some of the clarifiers. Top of mind is Saturn for you, the World card. And this is also new beginning energy, similar to the Ace of Pentacles, but it's a little different because it usually... it's like endings and then a new beginning. So we wrap up a cycle and then we have the new beginning. Provided that we're, learning the lessons, getting the closure, having the new beginning. So maybe you are still in the frame of getting your bearings and still sort of working through some things for yourself in the energy of the Queen of Pentacles. To me, she's kind of coming through more as a self-care card at this point, at least. In the near future, wow. You may be needing to entertain an offer for the beginning of life partnership. Queen of Pentacles can be the feminine archetype of a life partner. You may be literally closing out an old connection, or an old cycle of a present connection. Challenging cycle, right? The Page of Pentacles, therefore, can be this energy of fresh start. Message from Spirit. Yeah, this is writing itself. It's talking about like conventional committed relationships, beliefs around commitment, marriage, themes like that. More about our, responsibilities and commitment, our obligations, what we believe about it. It's a higher self card as well. Hidden energy for your person coming through as a King of Swords. And the King of Swords, in their upright, it's about honor and integrity and doing the right thing. In their lower vibration, can be a little distant, aloof, not real communicative, or at least if they are communicative, very selective about what they say. Kind of leaves you wanting more, information. But we'll see what's up with this person. They may be kind of strategizing something at this point, right? Wanting to do the right thing, wanting to come through with some integrity and an honor. Oh, I like this. In the outcome position, the Ten of Wands, meaning how are things going to unfold going forward? I see this as really you're going to be able to offload a heavy burden from this past cycle. So for those of you who are, and remember it's a general reading, right? So it's not a private reading or personal reading, so you're all going to take it a little bit differently. You have to kind of take it as it resonates or speaks to you. But I am seeing this as you got to be open for this new beginning. And it's coming at some other cycle's end. And based on what you've learned from this past cycle, for some of you, this is going to be a whole new relationship. And you really get to offload a lot of negative karma. And you're dealing with somebody new that is very honorable. So you're going to have to shake off a lot of negative karma from someone who wasn't as honorable. For those of you that are now going to have a fresh start within a connection where you kind of had a rough road for a little while, you're going to be closing out a challenging cycle, and you're challenged because you're crossed here by your openness and receptiveness to a new cycle, to a new beginning within that connection. Right? And are you kind of ready for that next step? Have you taken care of yourself? Are you feeling sort of grounded in that? Are you ready for this next step, this new phase? And, what are your beliefs around that? What's this person's viewpoint on that? And can you sort of let it go? Can you let go of what came before in this connection? So you can look at it either way. It's the same message, whether it's a new person entirely or the same person, and you're just sort of letting go of an old cycle and up-leveling the connection. Yeah. Yeah, it's Strength card, Ace of Cups, Tower. The cards from the bottom of the deck are what you really can't see. Most of them are in your unconscious awareness. So it's like in our psyche, right? So we're not really leading with it, but it's something we should factor in. Sometimes it's going to be in your person's psyche, or it's going to be playing out behind the scenes. So you're seeing it because what's crossing you here is your receptivity. Why might you be challenged by your receptivity to this new beginning or an up-leveling or an offer? Well, because maybe, maybe it's hard to overcome an obstacle of a past, drama, of a tower moment, of devastation, of something that fell apart, that, now you've got this new love for some of you, and for others of you, this is the love of your life, and things were really dramatic and devastating, and it's kind of hard to be open to the up-leveling or a new beginning or an offer of life partnership. Yeah. So it's there inside, and it's not that you can't repair it, but it takes a lot to kind of shore up the cracks in that foundation if you're with the same person. And if you're with a new person, it is really difficult to kind of offload that. Yeah, but you're getting there. You'll get there. You just kind of have to be gentle with yourself, which is why you're doing this work for yourself, why you're focused on the self-care. Queen of Pentacles. Yes, you're working on it. Eight of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Oh my gosh, yes, Seven of Swords. So, for some of you, I'm looking at the disillusionment because, you know, it's hard to trust. You may have been, you know, dealing with avoidance issues. You may have been dealing with, you know, deceit, betrayal, major trust issues. For others of you, you're working on, you know, your own avoidance in matters of the heart, because feelings of rejection, you know, feelings of just constantly being disappointed. So this could be your own avoidance that you have to sort of work through, and like, I don't really know if I want to be available for this. So again, take that as it speaks to you, but you're working on it, and so that's why that Empress is in the challenge position, because you're still sort of working through it as this opportunity is presenting itself. So it makes it a little challenging, but the Strength card is there, and that's important. The Strength card and the Ace of Cups is there, so you're consciously aware this is a gift. I've got an Ace of Pentacles and an Ace of Cups. These are gifts from Spirit. It's right here, right now. I got to kind of get myself up and over these obstacles. But it's challenging because, you know, within you, you've got this Tower and the Seven of Swords. It's difficult to trust that it's not all going to come down around you again. So it's legitimate is what I'm trying to say, but those are things that, you know, you're still in process with, while this amazing opportunity is right there in front of you. In the past, Page of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Five of Cups, Chariot, Two of Wands. I feel in the past you did take things one step at a time. I think you might have had a fresh start here that you regret. You regretted it. I don't feel that you made much progress. You didn't get the win that you expected to get. So that Two of Wands comes out as, well, now where do I go with this? What's the path? So, you know, either that or that Page of Pentacles can also be, maybe you have some, you know, sense of having been breadcrumbed a bit. It can be either one, but I'm feeling more like you're a little bit reluctant here with this, let's up-level this, or this new person, and we're doing something, you know, I'm kind of in this position again, because I feel almost like you've tried that before, and, you know, have the t-shirt, and it didn't work out. It didn't prove to be a successful outcome, and you kind of were back to square one. So I'm kind of going more with that, but take that breadcrumbing if that speaks to you more, because it can be that as well. I do have two interpretations going pretty equally at the same time, whether it's a totally new connection or it's the same connection but the up-leveled version. In the World card, top of mind, Eight of Wands, King of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Yeah, somehow internally, or maybe even playing out behind the scenes, is the opportunity coming toward you for maybe a pretty deep conversation with somebody who can match your energy, King of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles, about serious topics. Yeah, Saturn doesn't play, right? It's pretty serious, thoughtful. Saturn is the great teacher and the Lord of Karma. It's, you know, about our life lessons. Saturn, you know, when we have a Saturn return, every 28 to 30 years-ish, it kind of reminds us of where we've come from and what we've learned in our lifetime. And we look back and we take stock. And I feel like because this King of Pentacles comes in, what's top of mind is, what have you learned? You know, what are your life lessons? What has it taught you? And you're kind of anticipating this conversation. And that's where your head's at. So I do feel like almost as if you're closing out a big life lesson kind of cycle and heading into a new. So some of you may actually be in some form of your Saturn, whether it's a full Saturn return, an opposition where you're having the half where it's opposed to where Saturn was when you were born, maybe even a Saturn square. All of those points are very powerful. Obviously, the return is the most potent, but this is feeling very powerful to me. And because now in the near future, we have the Four of Wands. We're talking about life partnership here. We're talking about up-leveling. We've got the Hierophant. We've got the Four of Wands. Six of Cups, just flipped. Got some past life soulmate energy there, which I also felt in the reunion. Oracle card, Six of Swords, moving beyond the turbulence to some peace of mind, to some calmer waters. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, cooperation, co-creation, being on the same page. Yeah. That looks nice in the near future. I do feel that you're really kind of in a proving ground right now, and then you get to that point and whatever comes through in the communication sort of convinces you, at least internally, that you're good, that you know you're dealing with somebody who wants what you want. And it brings you some peace of mind. Hierophant from Spirit. There's the healing card. Nine of Pentacles and Justice. Feel Spirit's message to you is a little bit of encouragement to get some more healing and autonomy under your belt, right? The Nine of Pentacles is a single person, and the Four of Swords feels like it's more reflection, a little more healing, right? Some balance here for you, some sense of, yeah, I'm kind of working things through. I've got some balance, some harmony, some peace, some healing for you. Focus on your higher self. I do feel this is a message specifically for those of you watching who are in a little bit of a recovery process, a more self-care process. It's almost saying something's happening here, so focus on yourself still, on your healing. The Hierophant is almost saying, commit to you, to your healing, continue the process. And be strong for you, be committed to you, for your balance, because that's what's just, that's what's right, that's what's fair. And it does make you stronger then, right? So that you're not always sort of an internal wreck about the worst case scenario of what can happen. You need some distance from it, is kind of how I'm seeing it. For your person here in the hidden energy, King of Swords, Two of Cups, Temperance, good, Empress. They'll wait. They'll wait. Whoever this is means you no harm. They've got a little spiritual wisdom going for them with that Temperance card. I am seeing the honor. I am seeing them wanting this connection, this partnership. They are aware of who you are to them. They see you as very generous of spirit, very ascendant. Temperance, you know, they got a lot of self-control. They're not going to push. They're grounded. They're spiritually wise. They've got a handle on their emotions. Yeah. King of Swords in their, like I said, in their higher octave is, you know, just very full of integrity and honor and truth. And they're honest. They tend to show up taking a stand for causes greater than themselves. It's associated with the sign of Aquarius. Doesn't have to be an Aquarius, but Aquarius as the water bearer, we get to that sign in the 11th house when we've moved through the whole zodiac, and it's the first time that, you know, the water bearer says, let me take the water to the masses. So it's the first time we see the individual taking care of the collective for humanity's sake. So it's that kind of an energy that we see for the first time in the zodiac. So we tend to see these people in, advocacy, in the legal profession, in the military, in law enforcement, right? They're always kind of, social work, those kinds of people that tend to the collective. And so they're, whether they work in those fields or not, I'm giving you that as a descriptor for how they are in their heart. Yeah, neat. So whoever this is, even if they didn't come to you that way initially, that's where they are now, that we're getting their better angels to kind of show up here. Mm-hmm. How things might unfold going forward. I think you're going to have a lot of relief. Big release and a lot of relief to come. Yes, releasing your fear, offloading a lot of fear and tension and apprehension and worry and pain. Yeah. Letting go of it. There's your King of Swords. Because you're going to have it, but the Ten of Wands is our lead out card. And it's an offloading of negative energy, of something that's weighing on you. And we've got all this fear and worry about, right, about being hurt, because you are in pain from whatever has come before. And that's why Spirit's saying, right? Commit to your own healing. And get yourself balanced from whatever has come before. Because whoever this is has got it sorted. It's got it sorted. And as things unfold, you will be able to release this fear, this worry, this anxiety, this apprehension about this pain. And what you can't see is a lot of that release will come from the support of this person. Because they'll be able to prove themselves worthy of your trust. Okay? I don't know about you, but I'm seeing that. And the soul recognition thing, I'm feeling it. And collaboration. This is a collaboration, partnership kind of a card. It's also a friendship kind of a card. This may be somebody that you know as a friend, you know, that kind of steps into the breach and supports you as you move out of one relationship and into something with them that becomes more of a partnership. For those of you that are, you know, staying in a connection, it may take a very powerful turn for the better. But you need to work on yourself first and heal. And I do see it, whatever's coming here, looks like you're on the road to a lot of relief within a beautiful connection. Okay? So before I give you the astrology, I am moving to the extended. So we're going to look at this King of Swords and sort of how they show up, what's their, you know, how are they processing this connection with you? How do they see it from their point of view, their perspective? How do they see you, think about you, or feel about you? We're getting a little bit of a hint here, but I'm going to take a deeper dive. Their intentions toward you and the connection. The links for that are below. You've got option 1, 2, or 3 for how to get extended. Option 2 is just one and done. It's a one-time purchase, and you get the link and you sign in, and you can watch it 30 times or as many times as you want in 30 days. Options 1 and 3 are memberships. So you log in, use your username, password, and you have to go into the platform. It's a membership and it's an auto renew. So you're going to your membership collection. And for the, I'm just letting you know this because a lot of people are newer and they seem to not understand how it works. So if you're going in to moments.com, on the left side will be membership, it'll say subscription, I think. And then you go to click on it, you go into your active, it'll be Scorpio, and you opens up and you'll see all the Scorpio extendeds I've done. Even the past ones you can watch. Okay, so you can go back to YouTube, see if there's a reading you missed or you liked and you watch it. You can go back to the extended and watch it. You get the new moon collection, you get the full moon collection, you get the monthly energy update collection, in addition to the Scorpio. I know, and it's only like $1 and change more than the one time. Okay, and it does renew monthly automatically, so I just want you to know that. And then option 3 is the all access pass. That's the vault. You get all the collections, everything I've ever uploaded, this one and anything I will ever upload again. So that's a really good deal if you tend to purchase 3 or more extendeds per month. It's better cost-wise. All right, good bang for your buck. So those are from my tarot junkies. Okay, so I just want to let you know about that. And if you enjoyed the reading or my style and you have yet to do so, please do subscribe below. That's what helps me grow the channel, and it means a lot to me. So thanks in advance. Here we go. We have the Empress came out twice. That's Venus, Taurus, and Libra. Strength card is associated with Leo. The Tower is Mars, which is associated with Aries. We have here our Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Chariot is Cancerian energy. The World is Saturn, as I said, Aquarius and Capricorn, as above, so below. King of Pentacles, Taurus. More Taurus in the Hierophant. We are in Taurus season, so I love all the Taurus energy coming through. Means it's pretty relevant to what's happening right now. Nine of Pentacles is Virgo. Justice is Libra. Our King of Swords, Aquarius, comes out twice. Temperance is Sagittarian energy. The Moon is Pisces. And then, as I said, we have that Reunion Oracle from the Rose. That's what I have. I'm headed to the extended. The link's below. I'll see you there in a second. Bye for now.